Hey guys, Block Squad 1000 here, and welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last episode was pretty eventful, actually. We met with King Dorephan, the King of the Zoras, who basically wanted us to go and subdue Divine Beast Ruta. However, Muzu, who is like the king's attendant, kind of opposed that idea because he doesn't trust Hylians because of what happened 100 years ago with Mipha, who died. Um, However, we actually learned that 100 years ago, Mipha actually had feelings for Link and wanted to marry him one day. And after learning this, Muzu was willing to give us permission to head off. He told us how to get some shock arrows, and then me and Sidon went and we we basically subdued Varuta, and now we are inside of it. And Mipha wants us to go and free it. So we're gonna do this. Starting off right here, we got a big malice eyeball. We're gonna shoot that. There's also a little guardian scout right here. Hey, pal. Ah, shoot. Alright, fine. So, this Divine Beast is really fun in my opinion. I kind of have a soft spot for this one, mostly because it was the first one I did in my first playthrough, but more so than just that, I just kind of really like this one. It has... I mean, first of all, I love the music. And the music gets even better the farther you go on, because as you know, the music does evolve in the Divine Beasts after you get more and more of the terminals. But this one probably has my favorite theme of all the Divine Beasts. Alright, so starting off right here, we got to lift this out of here. And also, can I just say that it's interesting because this is a water dungeon, and as you know, water temples in Zelda games are not necessarily very well loved, so I think it's kind of... I mean, considering the fact that in Skyward Sword, the Ancient Cistern was a water dungeon, and that one is universally loved by pretty much everybody, and this one is also a pretty good one. I think that's a sign that Nintendo's finally getting water dungeons right. Good for them. Alright, so... Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling map of Divine Beast. Alright. Can't believe it's the 4th Divine Beast. This is the very last one. Alright, so... We get to move the trunk. That's how the controls work in here. Alright.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
Sure thing, Mipha. Alright. So, this first terminal is conveniently right here, actually. And what we have to do is we have to use Magnesis to control this crank. Spin it around a lot. It can be a little bit hard because of the motion controls, but there we go. Once you crank it enough, then you can lift it out of the water. Come on, just a little bit more. I mean, we don't... Okay, that's probably good. Let's go and get it. Alright, 1/4 of the way already. Sheikah Slate authenticated.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
Okay, sure. You know, there is one thing that I really wanted to talk about this game that, I don't know, I feel like it's something that I do really want to talk about, but I might save it for a little bit later. It's the voice acting. And a lot of people in this game do think that the voice acting is a little bit mediocre. And I don't necessarily disagree with that, because I do think that some of the voice actors... I mean, we can hear Mipha right there. And while I do think that it's a fitting voice, because she is I don't know, pretty reserved and... I don't know. She's a pretty reserved princess. And while, yeah, I do think that it's a fitting voice, it's not necessarily the best voice acting. And I don't really know. I don't want to, like... I don't know. But I will speak more about the voice acting as we go along. Mostly when we have more of an appropriate opportunity. So starting off right here, we gotta stop the water flow by using Cryonis, and that is a very cool puzzle in my opinion. My first playthrough, when I figured that out, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do
And considering the fact that this was the first Divine Beast that I did, God, I gotta admit, it's like, because learning just how the Divine Beasts worked in this game, and how they were basically, like, how they were super physics-based instead of, like, logic-based, like in previous Zelda games. Seeing that, and then playing this Divine Beast for the first time, I was like, wow, this is completely unlike anything that's ever been done in a Zelda game. You know, I know that the Divine Beasts are kind of a divisive aspect of the game because some people think that they're too different from previous Zelda dungeons and that they're not up to par, but I don't know. To my opinion, that could not be farther from the truth. I think that the Divine Beasts are great. I just think that they could use a little bit of work. Like they could, they're great as it is, but it's like they could use a tiny bit of modification if they ever were to bring this concept back. Which I don't think that they should make this, like, the norm from now on. I don't really think that the Divine Beasts need to... God damn it, are you kidding me? I don't think that the Divine Beasts need to, like, become the new norm for Zelda dungeons. But, I don't know, if they ever do bring them back, then I think that they could use a little bit of touch-ups, because I think that it's a great concept, it just isn't the best execution. Okay, come on. Ugh, Jesus Christ, why can't I get this right? I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Now we can get up here and get these chests, which are just up here. Down there is the main control unit. So that's where we'll be fighting the boss once the time comes, and yes, of course, there's a boss. I guess that's not a spoiler because it's to be expected at this point. Okay, coming up here. Just gonna shoot that eyeball. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this dungeon, I was stuck here for ages because I didn't realize... For some reason I just couldn't see that eyeball. I don't know why, but it took me about like 10 minutes to figure out that the eyeball was there. I thought I had to like throw a bomb inside that like malice mouth or whatever you want to call it. God, I felt like such a dumbass when I finally did solve it. So this next one, this also took me a while because I completely, when I first read the instructions, I completely missed the fact that you could control the Divine Beast. So I was just so stumped, and it took me like forever to realize just how the Divine Beast actually worked. Because, I don't know, it only tells you once you get the map, like, for one little text box or whatever that you can actually control it. So, I felt like a moron after figuring it out. I do think that it's an example of how I sometimes need to pay more attention to this kind of stuff. Oh, okay, so, you know what, I'm gonna move the trunk a little bit more. I don't know if that'll do anything. Yes, it will, okay. So I want to, just gonna move this real quick, and then I'm gonna turn it back around again. I just want it to flip upside down. Okay. I know this is kind of a less convenient way of doing this, but I don't know, it works. Hello, my cat is here. Okay, so once the right angle happens, I'm just gonna freeze it with stasis. Okay, that was very close. Just gonna go up here and open it up. It is an ancient core. Not too shabby. Alright. So now it's pretty obvious what we have to do here. Just gotta wait for our stasis to recharge, and now that the orb is in there, we can freeze it in place. Just gotta wait for just the right moment. I'm gonna do it, I wanna say now is a good time. Okay, will we have enough time to go in there? Come on. There we go. My cat is scratching my couch, god damn it.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
Yes, we are. Okay. So then, now we want to go down here and actually, we're going to ride this water wheel up to the top. Yeah, I really do like this Divine Beast. I don't know why. Maybe it's just biased because it was the first one that he did, but I don't know. I really like the puzzles in this one because they're I don't know. And I love how the Divine Beasts are so like freeform. I don't know. I know the Divine Beasts aren't perfect, and I've said that already, but it's like I don't know. They're just such a great concept, and I think that people should give them more credit because they do work very well for what the game is trying to do. Like, as I've said, they're not what Zelda dungeons should strive to be. Like, I mean, they should strive to improve this concept a little bit more, but it's like, as is, it's fine. It's a very interesting concept for a dungeon, and the fact that it's so freeform, the fact that all the puzzles are so physics-based, I don't know, I really do appreciate them. Okay, just gonna grab that chest, and then unfortunately we're gonna have to do this again, but it shouldn't take too long to get this sorted out. Hello there, cursed moblin. Okay. Now that we're up here, I'm just gonna lower the trunk again. Okay. And then as soon as it lowers enough, we can get right on there. Surprisingly, this water doesn't just push us down, because it looks like the water would certainly weigh down Link's. It would certainly weigh down Link's paraglider quite a bit. So it's surprising that he's able to float through it. Okay, so now we can get this. Oh, slipped a bit too much there. Can I just? There we go. Just the right angle. Sheikah Slate authenticated.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in
Thank you. Alright, we'll be there soon, Mipha. So now we get to sort of like defy the logic of how Zelda dungeons work in general and just float over here. Okay, we can get this chest because we just... Okay, got rid of the malice there. Are there any more chests in here? I don't believe so. I think that's everything. But, now we want to float down here. Oh, there is a chest, but it's right there, so... Now then, what we want to do is first of all get rid of this malice so we can focus. And we're gonna get our magnesis out, and we gotta do some more cranking. Let's go. Come on. Ugh. Gotta get it all the way open. Open the sunroof. And now we got to just move the trunk a bit so that the water will... Wait a second, I think we're making it go the wrong direction. We want to make it flow through here. Okay, go back a bit. Okay, is that... What about back here? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. And down it goes. It's going to douse all the flames. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. That's everything.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
Of course. Alright, so... Just gonna open this up, though. A royal halberd, okay. And our inventory is full, so what should we get rid of? Yeah, you know what, silver scale spear. We're getting a better spear out of it anyway. Or a halberd, I guess, is the proper terminology, but still, it functions like a spear, so... Okay. So, we obviously know where we have to head next, down to here, but I'm just gonna fully heal myself up. I'll eat some apples. It's a good, convenient way of doing it. Alright. And Master Sword, why not? And I'm also just gonna put on the Champion's Tunic. Get all geared up for this. Yeah, you know what? Let's use a Knight Shield. Okay. Let's do it. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We got another blight to fight. Hey, that rhymes. Didn't mean for it to, but it did anyway. What do you know? Scourge of Divine Beast Ruta. Water Blight Ganon.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years ago. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment.
I certainly am. I mean, I saved this Divine Beast for last, so I'm certainly prepared for this. Alright.
Careful, that spear has a long reach.
It really does. That is a very, very long reach, but thankfully it's a good opportunity for some flurry rushing. And we knocked it down already. Jesus Christ. We are so overpowered at this point, it's not even funny. Alright, so now he's going to go over here. And yeah, so here he's going to do an AoE attack, so just watch out for that. I tripped up with that a lot every time that I fought this guy on my first playthrough. Well, the one time that I fought him actually, but you know what I mean. It's kind of easy to trip up on it if you're not careful. It's, I don't know, the animation that he does when he's doing it is a little bit subtle. It's kind of hard to predict. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Okay, there we go. Phase 2. So now he raises these 4 platforms out of the water. And also, yeah, we have to swim in most of this room. And on top of that, he now has the ability to use Cryonis blocks. So we're going to want to pull out Cryonis, and that way we have a way to fight this. So yeah, the way that you have to fight him now is sniping him, and then swimming over to him and attacking him. So it's not that much trickier, but it's, I don't know, just a little bit different. And it can be a little bit hard with not a lot of room to operate. But considering the fact that I haven't even taken a hit yet, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I mean, seriously, we are so over-prepared at this point that it's like, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, he's going to do this now. Also, fun fact, you can actually parry his spear. That giant fucking spear, you can parry it. I don't know how it works, but it does. Just like, I'm going to try it. If he throws it. Well, he didn't do it there, but... Oh. What? That the ice block, like, broke. So I don't know how it did that, but it just, like, broke. I guess it smashed into that wall right there. Alright, are you gonna do... Oh, you're just gonna use more Cryonis blocks, are you? Oh! And it broke again. I'm waiting for you to throw your spear because I want to try parrying it. Seriously. This is so easy that I'm like literally like stalling the fight just to make sure that... Okay, fine. If you want to do it that bad, fine. Oh, whoop. Okay, fine. I'll just snipe you. Oh, here we go. Yep, there we go. I don't know how you're able to do that, but you can. It's insane. Alright, this is probably going to be where we end the fight. He doesn't have that much health left. One... Oh, nope. He's hanging on with just a tiny bit of health. And we still haven't taken a hit. Okay, hey, pal. Oh, you know what? Let's finish this by doing this. What ice blocks? It's a laser! And we screwed it up. Okay. I was hoping we could finish it with a parry, but... Oh well. Can't win them all. Okay, I'm just gonna... Although that was our one hit that we took during this fight, that laser strike. It's kind of, at least he got a hit in. Oh. You kind of missed there, pal. Okay. You know, let's just stop stalling this so much and just finish it. Oh, okay. Fine. And one more hit. There we go. Goodbye, Water Blight Ganon. Jesus Christ, he's having a seizure. I mean, I guess if you were dying, it's not out of the question to be having a seizure. There it goes. Big old bluey splatty ball. Kerbluey. Okay. And that's it. The last divine beast. Can't believe we've come this far. Let's go get that heart container and free the divine beast. And then... well... you'll see, I guess. Okay. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Do you still wish to activate it? Yes, I do. Nothing left to do here anyway.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again.
How's it going, Mifa?
Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go. Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together.
Whoa!
Farewell.
That's a dramatic thing to use.
Save her, Link.
Annihilate.
Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda.
What a sweetheart. But, wow. I can't get over the fact that she said, like, so casually, we'll annihilate Ganon together. Wow. Didn't know you had that much cold-bloodedness inside of you, Mifa. But if it's Ganon, I suppose it makes sense that you'd want to annihilate him. Who the fuck doesn't want to annihilate Ganon? But here we go. Finally, we have all four of them.
Ruta, we found a way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle. however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart. I'm sorry I made you worry. I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
The feels. The feels. Well then, Mipha's grace. But
Link, thanks to you, all of the divine beasts have returned to us, and the spirits of the champions are free. We will all be awaiting your clash with Ganon at Hyrule Castle.
well, yes, all the pieces are in place. There really is nothing stopping us from going to fight Ganon. I mean, there never was. We could have just gone and fight him. We could have fought him at any time, really. But we're not gonna do that. We still have some unfinished shrines, and then we gotta do the second DLC pack. Which, yeah, we'll be doing that at some point. But, yeah, now all that's left is to go and speak with, King Dorephan again, so let's go do that. Hey, the squad's all here. Link! You did well to survive your trial. I have been awaiting your return. The violent downpour has disappeared, as has the threat to Zora's domain. It is all little more than a bad dream now. Thanks to your efforts, there is no longer any danger of a great flood laying waste to Hyrule. You appeased the divine beast Ruta and thusly saved Zora's domain. We are all truly grateful. What you did for us is more than we could have ever expected of you. Link, I must sincerely apologize for my harsh treatment of you. That whole time you were thinking of Hyrule's and Lady Mipha's well-being, just like the rest of us. All of the members of our council humbly fold our fins back in gratitude, along with the rest of our people. Perhaps the older generation of Zora, myself included, misunderstood Hylians after all. It would seem so. That said, I would be overjoyed if you could find it in your heart to forgive me. If not now, then perhaps one day. Link, I must reward your efforts. Now then, I implore you to collect the treasure inside that chest over there. It was cherished by Mipha, a memento of sorts. I would like you to have it as a token of our friendship. Please take good care of it. Oh, but I see you already awakened the sword that seals the darkness. Perhaps you do not have need of this after all. What you have there is a legendary blade that only you can wield. You must take great care of it. Link, all of the Zora thank you from the depths of our hearts for your heroic and selfless work. And you too, Sidon. As your father, I am proud of you for fighting the Divine Beast alongside Link. You have grown much recently. I know you'll be a worthy heir when your time comes. Father, thank you. The heavy rains have stopped, and the Divine Beast is our ally once again. How glorious! Truly splendid. Wahahaha! Link, this is wonderful! Link, thank you so much. Truly, I could never thank you enough. You helped save our home from vanishing away. This calls for a top-tier expression of gratitude. Zo, zo, rah, rah, rah! With all my heart, thank you! Alright, pal. I certainly love you, buddy. Your best bro. Truly the best bro that any Hylian hero could ever ask for. Besides Groose, of course, but nobody's ever going to top Groose. Okay, now then, all that's left is to get rid of something in our inventory. Let's get rid of, yeah, Flame Blade, why not? Okay. Light Scale Trident, a spear of peerless grace cherished by the Zora champion Mipha. Although Mipha specialized in healing abilities, her spearmanship was in a class of all its own. Or all class, whatever. Well then, that is it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Next time, we're going to chill out here in Zora's Domain now that we've gotten the main quest out of the way. And get all the shrines around here, because this is the only region that we haven't truly explored yet. Well, see you guys later. Bye.